All right, we are live. Welcome back to season 2 of Fireside Chats. We missed you. It's been a while. We're here. We're here to talk about KMS. We have a new season. We have a few new faces. There's a lot of people lined up to be on this program moving forward. So without further ado, I'll introduce tonight's guest. Up in our top right corner, you guys know him as Tim Ridgels. Tim, how are we doing tonight? Thank you for being on the program.
Yeah, not too bad, Freddie. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. It's been a long time coming. And on the bottom of the screen, Stacy and Madawaska's phone. Stacy's phone. I think I've seen you at literally every live event I've been to. A couple of old school minifans, a couple of OGs here tonight to kick off season 2. Stacy, phone, how we doing?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Bringing it as always.
Bring it.
Well, there's a lot to get to. Obviously, there's a lot going on. There's a lot we've missed since we've been off. Kirk was very excited today on the show when he heard that the show was coming back, so I'm happy for that. But a couple of housekeeping items before we really get into things. So last season, the sponsor of the program was Moxie Soda, distinctively different, just like Kirk Minahan. We have a new sponsor this year, Travis Matthew Golf Apparel. So shout out to Steve Shaw. He will send you a bundle of golf apparel if you suck his dick, so keep on sucking. So all right, let's just get into it. So the state of KMS right now, there's a lot going on right now. The producers are the producers, and the show is humming along. Some people are saying that the producers are sensitive of criticism. I'm not sure where you guys stand on that. Tim, I know you. I believe you're a Cully guy. What do you think of him since he's been back 4.0? And sort of where are you sort of overall on how the producers are doing?
I love going in. I think the producers do fine. Like I don't know what to expect. Like I don't really have a critique. Was like Steve Robinson like 1.0 the very beginning of the show, maybe like tighter or a different taste that was maybe better, whatever, sure. But that was like a year. It was not a long period of time. Dave's been more formative to the show. He's been around longer. It feels comfortable. I don't know. I think the producers do fine. It's a show I listen to every time it's on. And so it's like, how could I really think it's that shitty if I listen to it every single time it's on? So I don't know. I think they do good. I don't think they're that sensitive too. I mean, compared to how much fucking shit, like name any podcast at Barstool outside of like Pardon My Take, like none of those producers take shit for anything because no one knows who they fucking are. And they don't take shit for like anything, especially from like fans. So I don't know. I think, I don't know. Dave and Justin do good, man. I think so. I don't know. What do you think, Steve Stone?
No, well, let me just say, I think that's a good point. I actually agree. The show is great, like kind of no matter what. I think the criticism comes in where people think that they're not doing enough or they don't care about certain things, and we will get into that. So, but I do agree with the principle of your point. Stacy's phone. Anything to tack onto that?
Well, I agree the show's great, but I'm not a Cullinan guy. I like Cully. He's a good person, but he's not great. He's good on the show even, but he's not prepared. He doesn't seem to care. He just wants to come in and be a third chair and get paid for it. He doesn't bring a lot of topics. I love Justin. I'll never say anything negative about Justin, but I wish they had more topics. I wish Kirk had hired a different producer, maybe someone who's read a book one time in their life. But like you said, the show's great. I'll never say a bad thing about the show.
Yeah, and the thing about Cullinan is he is who he is. You're gonna get what you get. I do think at this point he's just had a full frontal lobotomy. Like there are so many things that he has no idea what's going on. He says a lot of dumb things. Is it a bit? I don't know. Maybe. Is he just playing a character? Maybe. But like he said something the other day about they were talking about the case and the streaming service and if they're going to get picked up. And he was like, I don't care. Why would I care? What's it going to do for me? So is he more concerned about Dave Cullinane Inc. or is he more concerned about KMS?
Dave Cullinane Inc. Oh man, hell yeah.
I mean, I don't think he cares about anything. I think he cares about the publicity he gets from being on TV or he likes being in the world and being talked about and recognized, but I don't think he cares enough to care about the show or the case or anything. He just likes being recognized.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Who would you two have? Justin apparently is not a problem for either of you. Who would you get rid of Dave for? Who's like a realistic who works realistically?
Well, that's the thing. I think you don't know what you have until you have it. So I think fresh blood is always a good idea. I think maybe bringing in a PRC where I think there's layers to that onion that you can peel back. Or
I like PRC.
He's great. And I think there's a lot of layers there that we didn't even really get to explore. I did wish he got brought in when Dave left again. But Kirk, I won't criticize Kirk. He chose the warm blanket. He chose what's comfortable for him. He likes Dave.
Right.
He knows what to expect. And Dave's now, he's part-time again. And the producers have a very low bar and they meet it. That's sort of where I stand.
I think they do a good job producing a very good show. So I don't think it's that low of a bar because it's a barstool show. It's a good show. It's a big podcast. It's not a low bar. That's a big thing. No offense, but like that's why there's a network and a show, like two different YouTubes. Like this is no offense, Freddie. This is great program, but this is like a low bar. That's a barstool podcast. Like they do good, I think. And
don't get me wrong. I'm not criticizing the show. I think the show is great. The show has peaks and valleys. There's moments where it's epic and there's lull moments, but I think it's humming right now. You did bring up the network. I think the network is humming right now. There's a handful of new shows. If you haven't seen Hot Wieners, go check it out. It's very funny. If you haven't seen Brad Stein's show, it's also very funny.
A revelation.
He's very funny in small, short bursts. So check those out. I'm not criticizing the show. I think the criticism comes where people think they could be doing more or caring more, or they don't bring sound anymore. They don't cut up. Like Steve used to have 50 sound cut ups for every show, and that just doesn't happen anymore. And this isn't. We're not going to spend all night on this. I'm not Manners just bitching about the producers. This is just the first fucking topic. We'll move on shortly, but I don't know. Stacey's phone. Anything else to put a bow on this topic?
No, I agree. I mean, the show's great. I also would have had PRC as my producer. I think Steve Robinson was just so much better and so much smarter that it was easier for him to come up with topics and have sound ready. And Cullinane's a bit of a dummy, so.
Well, like I said, lobotomy. But speaking of third chairs, so Play It Again Sports Guy was in this week, and before he was in, I was actually kind of down on him from his last few appearances. I thought he didn't quite bring it, but this time, I thought he had a great appearance. I thought he brought some fire. He kind of motherfucked Dave a little bit and kind of, went at him. What did you guys think of his appearance? Are you up on him, or are there other third chairs that you're up on? What are you thinking?
I think this was his best appearance in a while. Somewhat of a tune-out to me. As a tune-out myself, he was kind of a tune-out. But this last appearance, like you said, was a lot stronger. He kind of had a little bit of Freddy's birdies in there a little bit. Like he was just kind of like nasty. I don't know. It was good. As far as third chairs that work for me, I think the best third chair consistently when he goes in, and I know it's not popular. I'm not saying it just to be a contrarian. I think it's Kane because I listened to the whole episode because anything could happen. He could admit to like a crime. He could admit to like soulless, heinous deeds, like crimes. And he just doesn't care. It doesn't faze him. It's interesting to me. But yeah, that's the third chair for me. It's short dose, small doses, a little bit of Kane.
I agree that this was his best performance. I like Played Against What's Guy. Anybody who I can remember. It's not like, wait, who was this person again? Who's Bish? Who's so and so? So I like that. As far as Kane goes, yeah, I agree. Kane's great on the show. He's a great guy. Nothing negative to say about Kane ever.
That's funny.
He's a pedophile.
We might talk about Kane a little bit later, but I do think we have literally the #1 Kane hater on the history of the planet on the show tonight, Stacey's phone.
100%. Him and he hates Cullen and he hates fucking Kane. There's like a passion. Every day he hates them. It's great.
I don't hate Cullinane like I hate Kane.
No,
I don't hate Cullinane like I hate Kane.
Do you guys remember anyone in the history of this
Since
podcast
he's blocked me, it's been less.
fandom that's as universally fucking hated as Kane? Like loathed? Carano, maybe? No,
That's
people like
question.
Carano. There's a lot of people like Carano.
People like
That's a
Carano.
good
Yellow
question.
Shirt Guy, maybe, but it was a great episode.
Yellow shirt guy, but he didn't reciprocate it back. Kane will just take all this in and just be like, fuck you, you're a fucking loser. And it's
He
just
gets
like,
off on it for sure.
I don't think anyone's had that level of universal hate. It's almost inspiring.
And the thing about Kane is, you do have a point, Tim. He's good on the show. He makes the show better because he's such a loose cannon and such a creep and a slime ball. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth. But I think where the hate comes in is that people like wouldn't want to hang out with him or get a beer with him, or like they don't like him as a person in real life. Does he make the show better? Yes. Is he a bad person? Also, yes.
Seemingly, yes, according to all accounts of every person that's ever been around him. Yes. And everything he does online, yes. But like you said, entertaining. It's good stuff when he's in there. It's fucking hilarious. It reminds me more of the Steve Robinson days where like there was just wild shit, more like really wild shit to me. And Kane reminds me kind of that. Not to agree with Stacey's phone, but yeah.
Yeah, he's Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'll say that the Kane shows are entertaining because he's a psycho. Kirk probably shouldn't sit too close to him, but the shows are definitely entertaining.
He's a psycho.
Yeah, it's like bringing in a retard off the street. Like you never know what you're gonna get.
He's a retard for sure.
So that's their chair. I mean, I have Bitches Week written down here. I feel like Bitches Week has been talked to death. So if you have anything on it, please share. But if not, we can move past it quickly because we'll see.
The only thing I was going to say is I don't really know a lot of the people. I'm not in Spaces, but I saw Veronica Vaughn last night the other night with Brad, and she seemed good. She seemed like she could run with the punches, so she could be a good third chair. But other than that, I don't really know anyone.
Yeah,
other than Mama K or whoever.
Oh, Mama K, yeah.
Yeah, right. I know her, but
a delight.
Yeah, and you bring up something interesting, Stacey's phone, is the Spaces world is very sort of insulated, where people that are in the Spaces, there's like 30 or 40 people that are in them regularly. And if you're not in them, you have no idea what's going on. And it does seem like Menners has been trying to book this week based on people that are in Spaces. Notably, he tried to book someone that said, I hate Kirk. I haven't listened to him in 3 years. Everything he does sucks. He's a loser. So he's trying to book someone like that, but then he's not reaching out to the person that Dave said he should reach out to. He's not reaching out to Lauren. So does Menners suck at booking?
I mean, yes, but he also said he wouldn't book Lauren Lynn because she's dull on the air on his show. So it's whoever he finds entertaining is the only people who can be on the show. And he's in all the Spaces. So whoever the 3 girls in the Spaces are who he's picking.
Tim, does Menners suck at booking?
Menners sucks at a lot of shit. I can't speak to the booking because I don't know the behind the scenes, but he does suck at a lot of stuff. Good podcast cricketer. cricket podcaster.
Spaces
is weird. It's like Discord. I don't know if you're in the Discord back like in 2019, 2020. There's like the Discord. It's like it's like an audio version of Discord where it's a whole world. It's treacherous, like wicked fucked up, and there's some really niche shit where like if you don't know. So I'm not on Spaces, but I was in Discord. It reminds me of, it's kind of like this lawless fucking Terror Dome type deal.
So I'm guessing that you two were both in Discord back in the day. Is that accurate?
I was a lurker. I would like listen to the audio, but I never participated.
So I was not, and I sort of missed that whole thing. I mean, I was a listener to the show, but I wasn't following that Discord type stuff. But I've been in the Spaces a few times, once or twice here and there, and it is a different world. There are people that are KMS fans that are in Spaces, and they would think that Big Dick O'Malley is like one of the biggest known minifans, but you guys probably don't even know who the fuck that is.
There's this guy Jake that's like their king. There's an American flag. It's he's fantastic, but I don't recall him ever being like. I know he's been mentioned, I think, somehow on the show, but like it's like he is like the king of not Discord, but Spaces. It's just like, this guy rules. I don't know what he does at all. I don't know, except for maybe get really shit faced. But it's a whole universe, man.
Yeah, he's a GV. He's a Meeting of the Minds creation. I don't think he's really a fit in the KMS world, but he does pop into Spaces every now and then. Most people don't have a favorable view of him, I would say.
He docs Mentor's took like screenshots of his like Google Street View recently, right?
He put his wife's name out, and his ex-wife's name and stuff too. So
he DMs people and tells them to kill themselves, like, not as a joke. So anyway, we've wasted too much breath on that. As we navigate the state of KMS, so I thought this was funny. So Kirk is in more and more Barstool stuff, and that's sort of been a theme the last few years. But last week on the Unnamed show, I thought it was funny. He was telling the story of how, like, he thought, or Linda Pizzuti thought that he was Tony Maz for 3 years or whatever the scenario was. I might have mixed the names up, but the Barstool people are just figuring out that like Kirk is this like funny guy that does stupid, funny shit. They've missed it the last 5 years. They're just sort of getting it. I think a lot from the Unnamed show. Any takes on that at all, or?
I don't know if so much as they missed it as like, I don't know. It's kind of like high school girlish, I think, at like the headquarters places. And I think he went at people early. And so I think it's a lot of misconceptions and just kind of shit like that. But
oh, for sure,
he's on the best show at Barstool right now. I think the Unnamed show is the best show at Barstool. I think it's endlessly entertaining every single time. You're going to get something that you can't get pretty much anywhere else every single time it's on. It's usually the place that Dave tends to drop something big, or Kirk and Whitney can just pry it out of him even if he doesn't want to talk about it. So it's kind of hard to overlook him at this point. It's like, he's fully here and he's pretty much enriching every piece of content he touches. So yeah, I fuck them if they don't notice or they don't get in with it, because it's their miss, I think.
Yep, Stacey's phone.
Yeah, I don't think they care enough. I think like when we first listen to the podcast that he was texting as Linda Pizzuti, we all laughed, I'm sure. So then they hear it and they laugh, and they don't realize like, hey, he's done this with other people. He's texted other people who thinks he's whoever reporter. So now he's pretending he's Ian Rappaport. So
yeah, that was the latest one that someone thinks he's Ian Rappaport, which is hilarious.
But nobody, I mean, few people listen to the podcast, so they wouldn't know that he even has the side of him. They just see the crazy man, or Portnoy sees the talent, obviously, but he doesn't listen.
Yeah, and I think as as the secret minifans in the New York and Chicago office continue to listen, I think the word continues to spread. So I don't think it's all bad. But speaking of Unnamed, so there's somebody that has been mentioned on Unnamed for probably 96 straight weeks. Mutt's at Barstool now. Should have done it a year ago. I'm happy for Mutt. I think he's doing well. I think Mutt at Barstool has gone about how I would have expected it to go. I think he's getting a huge Portnoy bump because Dave is interacting with him a lot. But that's also parallel with a Kirk bump because obviously he's on Kirk's coaching tree. But sort of what are your takeaways from Mutt at Barstool so far, the first, whatever it's been, 3-4 weeks?
It's been pretty, I mean, Unnamed show today, Portnoy's talking about texting with him about horse racing. There should have been some sort of grifter scam artist that just studied horse racing relentlessly for like 9 months, lock yourself in a room and become like a Mutt and already have done what Mutt's doing. Just like, hey, Dave, oh, who do you like in the whatever? Oh, man, that one's been just all that bullshit. And Mutt was there the whole time. He's just perfect for it. It's really funny that Mutt has gone from I was hammered at Foxwoods or wherever watching him and Eton Shander and all that bullshit. And it's just like a year later, he's literally texting with Dave about fucking horse racing. It's great.
And this could have been him a year ago. He had this on his plate a year ago.
But now that's part of the story, so it's even more beautiful. It's even more beautiful.
Yeah, I like Mutt. I haven't consumed a bunch of his content, but I'm a big horse racer also. So that blog about the cause was good. When he first started putting on the video blogs, I would listen to those. I'm not a Red Sox fan, so I don't read any Red Sox blogs. But I'm glad he's here. I'm glad that he's finally took the job.
Yeah, for sure. And I think he's doing well. And a lot of new people that get hired at Barstool, you don't notice them. They're sort of like off in the corner doing their little niche thing, but Mutt's getting a lot of exposure. So, like, good for him.
It's great. It's
good for him.
Mutt's my favorite. I used to get hammered and wait on hold to call into Mutt at night to just like be like, unblock Ziggy Robinson. And he would play along with it. Mutt's the man. I love Mutt like from way, way back. It's just, I don't know. It's funny. It's really funny to see someone as now famous and rich as Dave Portnoy talking about texting about horse racing with Mike Mutnansky. That's a great loop. And I'm enjoying every second of it.
All the way from Mutt and Merlone, the cafeteria Lou is open, to texting with Dave Portnoy. It's quite the journey. It warms my heart. I appreciate it, and good for Mutt. So,
fuck you, Shander.
Speaking of Mutt, a side note, I thought the book that Mutt gave Kirk for his birthday present was literally perfect. A cookbook from the PGA Senior Tour Wives or whatever it is. To me, that's a perfect gift for Kirk. He's going to shit on it because he's going to shit on it no matter what. But I thought that was literally perfect.
It was perfectly. It was one of one. It was unique, and the provenance on that autograph transaction. I mean, that's an incredible thing, but it's also perfectly underwhelming because it's a fucking cookbook from Golf Wives. So it's like this pretty perfectly played by Mutt. It's perfectly underwhelming.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, and I definitely wasn't expecting a cookbook from Golfers' Wives. But yes, it was a perfect gift.
Yeah, and the element of Barbara Bush sort of being involved, and then Justin gets to probably jerked off to her signature or something. But yeah, what a world.
That it's 100% too. That was Jack Nicklaus's wife saying thank you to Barbara Bush, and they dropped it off there. Like when she killed that's pretty unique. That's pretty cool. Also, wildly underwhelming to a millionaire, like famous. So it was right on the mark, Mutt. Perfect.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing he's done all month. I think is that gift. All right, so we're gonna do a quick transition. This is everybody's favorite segment. This is a little bit of KMS trivia. So I got a couple easy ones, a couple hard ones. We'll see how we land. I'm a little rusty, so forgive me. But let's see. I have 3, and then if there's a tie, because of them's hard, we could do a tiebreaker. I'll start easy. I'm gonna read the question. If you think you know the answer, like raise your hand or say I got it, and then I'll call on you instead of just shouting out the answer. So whatever. All right. A famous Steve Robinson saying when he thought someone should listen better, he said, "Get this out of your ears."
I got it. The peanut
Stacey's
butter.
phone. Peanut butter. Get the peanut butter out of your ears. Classic Steve. Has anybody heard anybody say that in the history of the world other than Steve saying it?
No.
Never once. From Maine, never once. Never once anywhere, ever.
Good. Also, side note, Stacey's phone. He's like, I'm going to get all these trivia questions wrong. I'm so nervous. I don't know anything. Stacey's phone in the comment section last season was the fact checker. He got every trivia question. He probably was 85 for 85 last season.
I'm bad with names. That's what I'm nervous about. Remembering people's names.
It's the one thing I considered when I came on, when it was like the other person you mentioned in Stacey's phone, where the other people you were talking to is like, dude, he'll fucking smoke me.
Well, this one might slant towards you, Tim. I'm not sure. You have this type of brain. We'll see. So we all remember Gus's bowling teammate, Trung Seltzer. The question is, what was the name of the movie that was made that was about Trung Seltzer's real life journey?
Oh, man.
I think I know it. All right, I'm going to guess. Was it Blue Eyes? Brown Eyes?
No,
but close.
I was going to say Past the Glory, which is it's not at all it's Stanley Kubrick film. So what is it?
It was Green Eyes.
Green Eyes. I think it was Color and Eyes.
That's a good memory, Stacey's phone. All right, so we're still 1-0. 1-0 phone. Question 3. Which shark from Shark Tank did Kirk have on as a guest on the podcast?
Oh, I got it. What's his name? The mean one, Mr. Wonderful. I forget his real name. Not Robert. What's his name?
He is Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Tim, if you can get his name, I'm giving you this point.
I was going to say Robert. That's the only name.
Not Robert. Kevin O'Leary.
That's Kevin O'Leary. Yes.
He incepted me by continuing to say Robert over and over, and I decided it was Robert.
All right, so it's 2-0 Stacey's phone. That's after 3 questions. I do have one written down here that could be a tiebreaker. It could actually push Tim if we want to do it. It's a 5-part question. But if you buzz in, you have to do all 5 parts.
Okay.
Strap in.
Would you guys like to tell us what all the letters stand for from Blind Mike's Steve units from the original producer search in the fall of 23? Tim, since you're down 2-0, would you like the opportunity to take a stab at this first?
I honestly, I can't remember it flat out, obviously, but I can't even guess what that would like. I'm trying.
I got 3 of them.
I'm just trying to think of words that would go with those letters, and I don't think I'd get more than 2 of them.
I'm trying to give you some points here.
Okay. Thrifty?
T did not stand for thrifty as a producer quality. Stacy's phone. Stacy's phone. What do you got?
Oh, I got strength, technical ability, ego.
Yeah.
I don't remember the other two.
The other E is efficiency, and V
Efficiency.
is for vibe.
Oh, vibe.
Vibe, yeah.
All right. So that was fun. We didn't lose all our viewers, so that's a win. Stacy's phone in a romp. I had 5-6 to nothing.
Beat my fucking brains in.
It's all for fun. Hey, we're just here for the fans, right? All right. So we did mention a little bit of like Kirk Barstool crossover. He had the golf match with Riggs last week. I was curious if you guys had any. I know it's at this point 7 days old. Actually, the video only came out 2-3 days ago. But any takeaways on sort of how that day went, following it live on Twitter, or how the video came out? Just sort of overall, what were your thoughts on the match?
One of my greatest regrets as a fan was not being there that day. Like, I don't know. We talked about it. I just had a kid and I'm not boozing like for like 5 or 6 months or whatever, and like an open fucking drink cart on a golf course at 9 a.m. Dude, I'm going to end up Ubering home. Like, so it was just like,
was it ever a thought for you?
It was a like I was in my car wanting to go thought. 'Cause I have customers in Boston, so I could have done it, and it's a huge regret not going. But that would have been an ultimate test of test of will. So yeah, no, but fantastic content. I wish I could have been there to see it. Kane, just to see Julie and Kane and just the whole fucking thing like in person. I really regret not seeing that. It would have been hysterical.
Julie was nuts.
Was she? Were you there?
I was not there, no, but on all the videos you could hear her screaming at Riggs the whole time.
Yeah, like talking shit to him, like talking shit to him. It was just so funny. Like and I don't think she's joking. If she is, she's like really, really, really funny. Like a very evolved sense of humor. If she's able to like do that, that's like Nathan Fielder type shit. But I don't think she's joking.
Riggs, your mother's disappointed in you.
Were you there?
Yeah, I don't think the video. No, I had asked for the day off, and my boss messed up and gave me the wrong day off, and then a long story. But I really wanted to go. I think Twitter clips had more of Julie than the actual Barstool video. I don't think Barstool video portrayed it enough. She was all over him.
Yeah, no, and the Twitter clips, and it was funny because they were doing score updates. They were telling us what was happening the whole time, and then someone told them like on the 12th hole, like, "Hey, stop telling us the score." It's like everyone knows what's happening. Like, what do you mean?
There was a gallery of 100 people plus with phones,
with their phones out.
I don't get that whole concept at first, where it's like they don't want to spoil the ending. They were talking about that before. They don't want to spoil it. It's just like there's gonna be 100 drunk people there. Like what?
I'm curious who made that call. Do you think that was Kyle Timms? Who do we think said, "Hey, like enough with this. We need to keep it a secret"? Kyle Timms, lead producer for Foreplay. Kyle DM me. Bad call.
I don't know. It just seemed odd in general to think that could be possible, where it'd make a difference, I guess.
Yeah, they said it was a Foreplay producer, so I assume him, but I don't know anybody else on that show. So
well, I think they have a fleet of producers that they fly private. They sort of jet set around to different courses and don't pay for their meals. It's all expensed. So I mean, it could have been anyone, but I loved the production. They did a great job. It wasn't flawless. I will say there were at least 2 holes on the front 9 that in the YouTube video they said it was a par 3, but it was actually a par 4 or a par 5.
I know.
So maybe did they rush it? Maybe, but they did a great job.
Oh yeah, compared to the mini golf where it took, I don't know. I
3 months.
Yeah, it took a while to come out. It was pretty snappy, and I mean, dude, they did it quick. It was good.
Yeah, I kept saying, how many par threes are on this course? I thought this was a championship course, but then it wasn't a par three.
Yeah, so Kane was there. Kane had a major fuck up. Kane, every time he has a major fuck up, he just pretends like, oh, what? Oh, we're gonna talk about this again. Oh, what'd I do? Like, he just continues to be the worst.
There was this one picture Pat from Amesbury put up, and it was just like, look at this disgusting fucking piece of shit. And it's so fucking funny, dude. It was so funny. It had like 200 likes too. It was great. It was great. That shit made me laugh.
That tweet had like 100,000 views.
Yeah, but the thing is, Kane will see that and be like, fuck you, you're a loser. Like, he doesn't, it doesn't hurt. He feeds off, like, it's.
And that's exactly right. I don't even like talking about him because he gets off on the hate, and it's like kind of sick, and it's like a sick dog. Like, he gets off on it. Like, it's gross.
Yes,
Stacey's what do you think about Kane?
He's very, very gross. I agree. No, we're in a group chat together, and we were getting score updates, and then somebody may have told me that him and John and Warren were both puking next to each other in the parking lot. I don't know if it's true or not, but rumor has it Kane was double fisting all day.
First guy to puke at a KMS event.
Yeah. No. Portland.
Speaking of long lists. Yeah. So also at the tournament, Mick's doing a great job. Any takeaways from Mick and sort of where he's at in the world or anything like that?
I want to see. I think the Michael Jackson thing is going to be like. I'm actually looking forward to it. I like the Saudi thing. I was listening to not the Saudi thing, but the Vegas shooting. Excuse me.
Vegas.
I mean, I thought it was something to listen to. It was good. I like it. And I'm really looking forward to Michael Jackson. Mick's been on a roll for quite a while now. He's looking healthy, spry, good caddy. Everything's coming up, Mick. Everything's coming up, Mick. He's got that chick in like New York or whatever. Jets sneaks off. It's pretty sweet. It's good. It seems like you get a good thing going. So,
Stacey?
Yeah, I really like him. I've never been more wrong about somebody during the producer search. I was anybody but Mick, but I completely did a 180. I really like Mick now. He was great when he was hosting Mike and the Minifans. He was great before Laconia. He's great caddy, great teammate. So yeah, Mick's the best.
Yeah, he I have a Mick take, and he did a good job when he hosted Mike and the Minifans. He had 5 or 6 good episodes. 5 or 6 episodes. But I think Kirk is setting Mick up. I think Mick is going to be the Minifan of the year. And here's why. I think Kirk loves a redemption arc. And after Laconia, Mick sort of went away sad and said, oh, you guys didn't give me a free ticket, and I had to sit in the balcony. Walked away from everything. But his redemption arc is growing, and I think Kirk is now the basketball. He's his buddy, this and that, caddy. I think Mick is going to win Minifan of the Year 2025. That's my take. That's mark it down. I stand by it.
I think that's a good call. I think other years just being like on Kirk Minahan's bag for a golf match, you're like you would have probably won anyway. He's Mick's having a run.
Yeah, it's got to be the
Here, Mick. Here, Mick. Celebrate, bask in its warmth.
So good for Mick. I have Gus written down as a bullet point. His whole thing. You guys have anything on Gus?
Gus rules. I mean, like, dude, imagine going through life like just kind of.
Do you think Gus will be the AM morning host on a Mormon radio show in Utah?
No, of course not. Like, I don't think so. I'm cheering for him. That being said, that's the thing about Gus. No, that's probably never going to happen. And there's actually a chance that it never really was even a thing that could have happened. However, I'm cheering for it to happen because it's Gus. It's like he's a nice guy. Like it's hard to cheer against him, but yeah, he's fucking fantastic. I can't imagine just so many things that he does living life like that. It's fantastic.
Stacy's phone.
Oh, I agree with everything Tim said. I don't think there's a chance in hell he's going to get the job, but if he does, it'll be must listen when he stumbles over his words. And but I'm rooting for him.
So yeah, I like Gus as a person. I think he's been out in Utah for a year, or I'm sorry, a month, and is still searching for that elusive employment. And he's already headed back east. He's going to Disney. I don't know if you caught this. He's going to Disney. He left this morning on a plane for 2 weeks.
It's like $25,000.
The guy, I don't have the words.
Her parents must be loaded.
Loaded. Have to be.
Probably flying them, probably flying the sister-in-law or whoever it is. Loaded.
Can I just share one thought on Gus? So somewhere, if this does happen, somewhere in Utah, there'll be some guy that gets up to go to a job at like a timber frame company, or like he's gonna go like lay like stone all day, and he's gonna turn on the radio, just trying to get the score of the game, and then get the weather, and then after like the second run through of that, he's gonna get like Gus hour and have no fucking idea. It would be really, really incredible to just, if there's some way to see people's reactions to what he had to say and the ideas he would bring to like the public on AM radio in Utah, I think it would be just tremendous. That's what I'm holding out hope for.
They'll bring back bad radio and it'll just all be Gus's show.
He's
Imagine,
the man, dude. He's the man.
Yeah. So good for Gus. Do your thing. Yeah. And he's always good when they call him. He's just good content on the show because he's so unique. He's like not a human. He's just sort of.
Oh yeah, there's dog hair on the plates. Don't worry about it. It's just like, dude, and nothing. He just keeps rolling like a tumbleweed. He's great. It makes me laugh.
So we talked about Unnamed earlier. Kirk is on it, obviously. Any takeaways from today's Unnamed show? I watched it. I didn't have any major notes, but did you guys watch it? Did you have any takeaways?
I think mostly we were talking about it earlier. I'm trying to think. Not really, other than that Kirk not. It makes sense, I guess, Kirk not being invited to Surviving. If you want to get new blood in there and you want to try to maybe, I think they look at that show as like a brand builder for people. So if you were to already be kind of middling, that could be something that could propel your content to a different level. And Kirk's been so good and Whitney's been so good. They're not going anywhere. It makes total sense. It kind of stinks for us, I would think, as fans, to not see Kirk in it. But I guess I don't think that was any sort of bombshell, but just to hear them like officially say it was okay. Sure.
Yeah, and I think that the Kirks and the sort of A-list guys have been on it the last 2 seasons, and you don't want to go back to the well too many times. I think Dave, sort of what he did with Movie, he gets these young people, he puts them in a spot, and he gets them exposure. And I think when he, as Surviving has built as a brand, like people are going to watch, and then they're going to see these new people, the Annikas and the whoever's of the world. And I think Dave wants to use that as a platform to elevate them, to try to make them stars, I guess. And I think the Kirks will be back the next season after that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I meant to write it down and I forgot, but I think this was one of Whitney's best performances. He was some very under the radar funny lines today, and I meant to write them down and didn't. But the big takeaway was Portnoy texting Mutt, like we said earlier, just talking horses to be his best friend.
Whitney, sorry, Whitney being like, yeah, the guy you're talking about that you're gonna ask to do it, he's not gonna be able to do it. I already talked to him about it. Like, why do you say he can't do it? He's like, scheduling conflict. He's like, we haven't said the schedule yet. He's like,
we don't have
oh
dates.
well, you go, oh, it's fucking great.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was a good episode. Unnamed is always good, obviously. Good combo with Kirk, Dave, and Whitney. Let's see. All right, so here's a note. Today's October 23rd. Kirk's birthday is in 8 days, and typically in the month of October, in the last 2 years, there's been this top 50 list for KMS history in terms of who is going to be in the list of the top 50 people that have had an impact on the history of the show. Crickets from Menners, crickets from anybody on the show about a top 50 list, and that's fine. Menners is sort of doing his whole Menners thing. I have had a committee that's been working behind the scenes, and we have procured a top 50 list for this year, and we will be releasing that list sometime in the next 5 days. This is the first time Menners is hearing about it, so Menners, go fuck yourself. The names on the committee will be released after the fact because I don't need any Menners sabotage. I was on the committee last year, and from day one, Menners tried to sabotage the whole thing. He tried to fuck Ned Snark. He tried to fuck Mama K. We had some strong personalities that kept the committee together. Menners can go fuck himself. The top 50 list will be released in the next 5 days. You heard it here first. So breaking news. I don't fucking know. But
that goes back. It's the bastard child of the elections in the Discord days. There was a president, a vice president, a secretary of state. There was an entire cabinet of minifans voted on in Discord, and that turned people nasty. This isn't as contentious as that, but it is a bastard grandchild of Discord's fucking treachery.
Anytime you can piss Menners off is a good day. So hopefully he's
good for you, Freddy.
Crying right now.
How many people? Well,
he's apparently the CEO of this network. No retweets, no likes on any of the promotion for this show. So fuck him.
To be fair, I just realized I didn't retweet the. To be fair, I was checking what time we were going tonight, and I realized I didn't retweet it. So let's just but yeah, people don't seem high on Menners right now. It seems like his split with John. It seems like he's just kind of turned a little crusty. It's less playful, but at the same time, I don't know. Menners kind of rules, right? Right.
I'll say it. Menners is tough to work with. I wouldn't be surprised if he fucking swoops in and comes on screen right now and tells me to fuck off. That's how tough he is to work with.
Okay.
So, anyways, well, thank you guys for coming on. I do want to give you the opportunity. Is there anything that we didn't talk about yet tonight that you wanted to bring up as a topic or as a bullet point or a side note or a nugget or anything involved in the world, in the minifans and KMS? The floor is yours.
Who do you think the person who Kirk is going to destroy their life is in Chicago? Who do you think it is? Like, and how much? I wonder. At first, I thought it was Stu Feiner, and it had to do with like financial irregularities or things in his past or people he might have done business with in his past with some things. And I figured it was that, but it's Chicago. So I'm wondering, I don't have any inclination. I was wondering if you two gentlemen had any idea who you thought it was.
So the context clues that I've been following make it seem very apparent that it's Hank. I'm not sure if anybody else picked up on that.
I think Kirk.
I think he literally said it was Hank.
But I thought he said it wasn't. that wasn't the one that he was like. He said he was pissed at Hank for some shit and yada. That was fresh. But he said there was a person that he's going to do like a case level, like behind the scenes. I'm going to try to like ruin them type investigation. And I haven't been able to figure out who would have committed such a transgression and why.
Phone? What do you think?
I have no clue. I guess I thought it was Hank too, but
maybe I misheard it. I thought Hank was like a fresh thing. Huh.
Well,
I don't follow barstool enough to know who's in Chicago either, so I don't really know.
Tim, I'll tell you what. Don't feel bad about that because we can't all listen to the show 3 times like Pat Ford used to pretend he said he did. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you. I feel better. Thank you.
Which, by the way, he said he doesn't even listen anymore. So, speaking of people that fell off a cliff,
Shut up, Pat.
He doesn't even show up for his own show anymore.
All right, Stacy's phone. Anything that we didn't talk about that you wanted to bring up, or
I don't think so. I think
open forum?
I think we got to all the topics I had written down too. So, yeah, that's it.
Good. All right. Well, appreciate both of you guys coming on. The show's back. Like I said, Mike and the Minifans has not had an episode since February, and we are now in October. So if you want a home for boring, sober KMS discussion, this is the place to come weekly. Right now we're on Thursdays. That could change in the future. We will see. But again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Freddy. Thank you.
iPhone. So, hey.
So we're still on. This is when John has to end it. Cut it, John.
I don't think he's here.
I got to go back and listen. I didn't think he was talking. I thought Hank was like. I thought he said there was an actual like target or something. I don't know.
We're still on.
Oh, for real?
John's not in the studio.
This is going to be a marathon stream. Oh, sick.
So while we wait for John.
Hell yeah.
Best producer in the business.
I'll message him.
So are you guys looking forward to the guests for next week? So I think we have on Tuesday. Who do we have on Tuesday?
We have
You said Montante was in.
Montante's in on Wednesday, I think, by himself.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who's on Tuesday is
Scott Doncaster and someone.
Has he been on since that seemed really personal. I don't even know, but like, has he been on since that whole thing?
No, I don't believe so.
Holy shit. That was wild. That was another just tremendous, like, there's no podcast like it, where the guy that announced a tennis match between a liar and a podcast host, like, the guy that announced it had that type of incident, and it's pretty public, and people start putting it out online. He just kind of takes it. There's not much of that. There's not much of that out there. This is still going, huh?
Yep. So here's what we're going to do. Everybody leave the studio on the bottom red button.
Yep.
And then the show will end.
All right.
Thank you, Freddie.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.